Back over here at the hotel. I don't know how I passed that check last time, but thankfully I did. So I'm gonna get a chance to talk to the victim that apparently was like one of the start of why a lot of this happened. So let's go upstairs and talk to her. Can I just knock on her door and speak to her then? I'm pretty sure that's where she is, right? We'll see. Oh, I think so.
The door is closed.
That light wasn't on before, I don't think.
Who is it?
This is the police. Can we come in?
Come on up. The door is open. I'm drying my hair.
All right, where are you? Dang, her room has more than one floor. Also, let me check real quick. Don't I have a thought internalizing? Yeah, this thing for Pearl Measurehead. The room has that all over it. It does. I mean, I guess so. Okay, I see it. There's bottles all over. I guess so. Yep.
This medicine cabinet is full of wares. Sheets of pills, haphazardly stacked one on top of the other. There's also a toothbrush somewhere in there. Pharmaceuticals line the shelves. Sheet upon sheet of pill bottle next to pill bottle. Acetylic acid, APAP, eye drops, blood thinners.
Might as well search everything.
It's been used quite a lot. This toothbrush belongs to someone who doesn't give a damn about her teeth.
It's been used a lot. This is used by someone who doesn't care. What?
Anything of note?
Pill bottles rattle like bones as you search the cabinet. Paracetamol, histoperidol, something in a foreign language you can't read. Behind them, an unusually shaped nasal spray. Its label reads, Nacra.
An opioid receptor antagonist. It's used for diamorphine overdoses.
Interesting.
Among some foreign, probably Messinian or Gottwaldian, marked red blister packs you find. What do you find? This is going to take a little know-how.
I think I did have something for electrochemistry. Oh, okay. I do. And I already have... Oh, wait. No, I have more. Oh, these both have +1. Okay. Oh. Let me get these gloves on. Now I have +2. Also, might as well throw on those spectacles.
This medicine cabinet is stocked with drugs, plus an old toothbrush. Nothing of note. The further you look, the more arcane it gets. You don't know what the rest of this stuff does.
Well, it's good to come back to form. It was good while it lasted. Also, something tells me I don't need to use my authority on this woman. Something tells me that logic might help a little bit more. Sneak out after Kitsuragi's asleep. Interesting. Oh, so that's who the woman is who's been up here. Okay, great. I was wondering when I'd finally get access to this area. Yep.
Welcome
Bunch of cigarettes.
to the roof.
Below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic young body, built long and lean.
Why is electrochemistry saying that?
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will.
Nice view.
Nice. I don't know about that, officer.
Fair point.
Where a ripe corpse still hangs from the tree, spotted with green and purple. The woman doesn't flinch, but there is something in her light brown eyes. A sadness.
I think I need a cleaning lady.
Oh, yes. Legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened in there.
Oh, yes, it has.
They also say it's why the cleaning lady quit.
Oh, is that who quit?
I'm Kim Kitsuragi. I'm a detective from Precinct 57. I see you've already met my colleague.
This does not come as good news to him.
Have I ever? Have you grown accustomed to your role as a police officer?
Once a cop, always a cop.
Like riding a cop-a-cycle.
Yep.
Miss, we are investigating the murder of the man who was hanged. The people responsible have asked us to talk to you.
Huh. I see.
Be careful. Ask something else first. When you go there, use words like, I hear you have been through something difficult.
Okay.
Clasier Amondou.
Where are you from?
Vredefort, Republic of Oranje.
What is Oranje?
A bad memory, officer.
Understood.
It's the past. People can't go back to the past.
How old are you?
I'm 28.
Can we take a look at your passport?
I'm afraid you can't, officer.
Why is that?
Because it's buried in a sealed plastic bag at an undisclosed location on the coast, along with cash and airline tickets.
Thank you for your candor. Why?
They say so in your tourist brochure. Keep travel documents away from your person when west of the river.
Interesting.
Okie dokie.
Isn't she a dancer?
Something stupid. Oranese lit. Oranese literature. It's what I studied at the university. Fear of failure, fear of death, how it sucks to be Oranese. All national literatures are... Only the name of the nation changes.
If that's true, then Revacholian lit would fit you like a glove.
Would it? Why would that fit me?
Nothing. I do nothing with it. It's not very cool, but what can you do?
That's it.
The record. So official. Yeah, it's pretty deluxe.
No one likes to talk about their dirty laundry and their empty bottles. Maybe if you phrase it emotionally.
Yeah, you got sad everywhere. Why'd that light just turn on?
Yeah, I've contaminated it pretty bad.
Did it detect a squirrel? What was that?
The contamination spreads from room to room. First, I escaped upstairs. The SAD got that too. Then I found the handle for the summer door.
The pestilence.
For me, it's a mix of me with a lack of cleaning services. How about you? Talk around the establishment is, you have an industrial SAD spill in there.
Somewhere below, military-grade SAD is dripping off the walls. You should say the first thing. It's honest. It will lead to introspection.
The first thing, does it literally mean like option number 1?
That's where it always comes from, isn't it? From the head and from the past. Sounds like an advanced form of what I've got, with a bit of old love sprinkled on top.
Doesn't feel like love.
Are you sure? Love is terror.
Some of that Oranjese lit coming out. What are you doing here?
I'm wintering.
How long have you been staying here?
About 4 months. I came in November.
Why here?
Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol?
In the whirling.
Because it's the funkiest building in Martinez. And because all the other buildings are bombed to hell.
Got a lot
Thank
of
you.
drugs.
I've put a lot of time and effort into it.
Technically, possession of narcotics is legal in Revachol, but you should still reprimand her.
Probably
No,
not.
don't listen to the stiff.
Yeah.
Be cool.
With money, sir. It's not exactly the NT-star size caboodle I intend for it to be one day, but it's getting there. Comes in handy when you've done too many opioids.
Is that something that happens to you often, miss?
Better safe than sorry.
Okay.
Very funky.
I have other questions.
Okay.
Tell us you've been through something difficult.
Something difficult? I've been through at least half a dozen difficult things. Which one do you mean?
Were you assaulted?
By sexually assaulted, you mean raped?
Yes.
It's a bit early in the morning for raped, isn't it?
She sounds positively buoyant, vivacious, totally unbothered.
It's afternoon.
Is it? It is afternoon. Time flies, man.
So were you?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with not raped. I don't want to say that shit about him.
By him, she must mean the victim.
Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, you know, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier.
Hey, they put her up to this?
We partied. With all due respect, sir, I think we partied a little harder than that.
Interesting.
Oh, it is. You're still alive.
I see.
What did you do when you partied?
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically. We had that effect on each other. We made each other drink harder. That's why I liked him.
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more speed. It's quite the combination. We also had sex.
Was this for money?
A little. The drugs were good enough, and we did enough of them.
How did you two meet?
Downstairs, at the bar. He was on some sort of assignment, a military man, as you probably know. Had a cool, scary scar.
She appears aloof, but that scar part, the scary, is stressed and drawn out. What's that about? Apprehension? With longing. She misses him.
When was this?
Is she?
A month ago? Something like that. Pretty much.
Warming them.
Are you sure? Does it happen?
I'm 89% sure.
Got it.
Cool.
She sincerely thinks it's very cool of you.
Must be very hard to keep seeing him then.
Oh, yes. I have multiple viewpoints. From the roof, out of the bathroom window, in my dreams.
Hey, I see him in my dreams too, sort of.
A bitter cringe. It hurts. You look to the lieutenant.
You called us, the RCM.
Yes.
Jackpot.
You reported hanging?
I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it snitching.
Of course.
Reporting crimes is confidential in Ravachol, miss.
Because I couldn't handle it anymore.
Uh-oh.
None of these people called. He just kept hanging there. Then they started stripping him.
Tearing off his armor, demeaning him, throwing rocks at him.
I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little.
Oh, is this her? I was gonna say her accent changed. Is this her messing around?
With nail clippers.
Showing how she...
And I
Did
diverted
it?
some radio fuzz into it. Into the cold wire.
So that's why the phone is out of order. She tampered with the whirling landline.
Did I? Fuck. I didn't mean to. I had no idea what I was doing.
I go through all the trouble because she just said it. She was like... She doesn't want that to keep, like, just being there.
I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too. I was probably afraid the union was listening in. Locals say they have ears in the wires.
Right.
Thank you for making the call, miss. It was the right thing to do.
I didn't want to, sir. And he's still hanging there.
We will move the body to the morgue today, miss. Don't worry.
I hope we do, Kim.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait.
You
Yes.
Jackpot.
I made it.
reporting crimes.
I didn't with nail...
So that...
Did I? I don't know.
Thank you for...
I did...
We will move the body to the morgue today, miss. Don't worry.
Yeah, so she must know a lot about him,
I'm
right?
sorry, I can't do it. Not right
Okay.
now. Later, maybe. I keep seeing him. Like he is now. I can't talk about his... I don't know. Hair.
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
Yeah, for sure.
She meant she sees him in her dreams.
I've also seen him in a dream.
You have? Not like I do, I imagine.
Yeah, I see him as me.
She fishes a cigarette out of her pack and lights it, then looks at you with her lungs full of smoke.
I can see the similarity, yes.
Funny.
Funny how?
Nothing. I also saw him. We had a long inspection and that sort of thing sticks with you. Let's move on.
Yeah, why'd they hang him then?
He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing. But you probably know all about it.
Yes, sort of.
And his role in this strike was... what?
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military, worked for Wild Pines, and against the Union. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean. But I understood it was dangerous.
You just partied.
And they lynched him for it?
She nods.
How do the Hardy Boys know of you?
They're frequent guests downstairs. They have a booth for Union members. They're probably down there now.
Right, but how did you meet them?
Over drinks. It's been a long, boring winter.
You guys party?
A little, yeah.
Like you partied with the deceased?
No, not as hard.
I'm sorry to have to ask this, but have you had a physical relationship with any of the Hardy Boys?
I have.
Which one?
Which ones, sir? I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously. But as I said, it's been a long winter.
A very platoon-esque situation, huh?
Could that have been part of the reason they hanged him?
Is that why they hung him?
I hope not. Actually, I know that's not the reason. I'm careful about that kind of thing. Not crossing the wires, you know? But that's probably where they got the rape idea.
I see.
Men like that? I don't know. It's the way their imaginations work. I suspect it's what they'd like to do to me.
Really? Well, thanks for all this.
She breathes a silvery sigh of relief and weariness. The air on the roof feels humid.
Should we head by downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
I have something else. Do I?
She nods. Silvery cigarette fumes disappear into her mouth. She looks back. Time moves. Don't worry. We will protect you from her beauty. We will consult you through the reefs and sounds of her persona. We will see through deceits. You are shielded. You are wise. You are advised. There are muscles on long white bones that line her limbs, just below the silver jumpsuit.
Avert your eyes.
The strange moment ends. It was brief, no longer than 2.2 seconds.
Alright,
Why
I'm
not?
leaving now.
I'll be here until 11 p.m., drinking coffee, most likely.
And here's my thought internalized.
Advanced race theory.
There it is.
Everything is calm in the eye of the race storm. Your mind is lucid and bright. The mind-bending phylogenetics appear more distant and, to be fair, a little ridiculous. The great race mystery has cleared up. All that's left to do is verbalize your thoughts. Go and talk to Measurehead about your newly found insights.
Yep, let's do that. So we can finally move this body and hopefully this lady can help us. What is this? -2 half-light, calm water. Heartache is powerful, so now she is subtle. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, right, this. Let me do that. From my conversation I had earlier with, this was from Joyce, right? If I remember right, it's from Joyce.
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight.
I don't know. It is not the first closed door we found in this building. There is also your mysterious blue kitchen door.
Yes.
I don't know. The further we get, the more this building seems to be tied to the case. The vigilantes, the cadaver, and a number of people connected to the case are in or around this building. This door is part of it. It's not unimportant.
Main investigation and door below are merging into a stereo
I
investigation.
hate it when that happens.
I can't do anything about this. Let me put on my tank top and mess up kicking it. Is that gonna make me lose HP? I bet you it will. Oh, and I have 1 HP. You know what? Let me not mess with it. Let me do that later. Let me go in here and talk to Kim. I mean, not talk to Kim right in front of the Classier. Very interesting stuff that we're getting from Miss Classier. That was her name, right?
Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardy Boys. Half their reasoning just went out the window.
Right.
Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. Her decision to not corroborate their story was definitely not part of the plan.
Why did she not tell us all? I mean, she doesn't want to go along with them at all anyways. They killed the guy.
What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to lie and get away with it. If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her.
She seems candid.
You think so? Being candid is the best way to lie. The appearance of candor with some facts thrown in draws attention away from whatever one chooses to omit. She may be trying to control the pace of the investigation. Anyway, we should move. I suspect our inquiries will bring us back here soon enough.
Am I gonna have the ability to interview the Hardy Boys already and bring this to their attention? Let's see. And then we can move over to Measurehead. Also, we throw in a save here. This music really is good for the hotel. Truly the grooviest place here in Martinez.
clowns are still hanging around. What is it now?
All right, Kim. Let's see where this leads us.
Again? Seriously, man. Fine. Fire away.
All right, let's start catching him in some stuff that we could cross-reference. Cross-examine and catch him in a lie. Yeah, what was her relationship?
Relationship? There was no fucking relationship. He raped her. That's their relationship.
Something is off here. His anger is possessive.
Was like that karaoke incident all over again. Or like some of the other girls he was harassing.
Okay, enough. All of this is irrelevant to your stated investigation.
Yeah, so when did this happen?
He did it before we killed him. He's not gonna do it again. So what does it matter?
It would help if we establish a timeline.
All right. 2 weeks, maybe? I don't know. I need another beer.
Here you go, boss.
What is your relationship with her?
I know her.
How well do you know her?
Well enough, Copper. We party. She's been here for a few months.
Yeah, so where's she from?
You mean Revachol? Nah. Our Miss Aranye disco dancer is an immigrant or a drifter of some sort. Been staying over here over the winter.
Don't you give her any more trouble. She's just had some bad luck, that's all.
Shut up, Angie. She doesn't need your help.
Titus gives them both a look. They fall silent.
And there's my woman.
What's with all the silences? It's like these guys don't know how to feel about this. You should keep picking at it.
Yeah, what you mean you partied?
What do you think I meant?
Sex, drugs, and karaoke was it sex?
Yeah, pretty much.
So two of you were close?
No, we just fucked. That's all. I'm not gonna give you any details if that's what you're after. So put your dick away.
He really went out of his way to seem comfortable with this topic. That's all you're gonna get for now.
I think I know her.
You don't know her.
You're wrong. No, say nothing.
Good boy.
What?
Okay, this turned out better than expected.
Alright. Enough about that
Yeah,
then.
whatever.
Now she says this didn't happen. Do I want to out her? I don't think I need to. Or I don't think I want to do that. Do I? She was saying how they're gonna out her as a snitch, but they probably won't be too upset with this. Especially if he has feelings for her. Like, what is he gonna do to her?
Fuck. I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted.
You've hit a nerve. Titus is furious. No, more than that. The loyal Titus feels betrayed.
For the record, Titus Hardy did not explicitly specify the victim as a whore, nor did he say anything about trusting her.
Yeah, Elizabeth.
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz. He raped her. He was out of his fucking mind. You have no idea.
She's just in denial, asshole. You don't understand the traumatic experience. She's shutting down, and she doesn't fucking trust you.
Yeah, she's crazy, you know. A crazy bitch. You know the type. She's fucked up.
Yeah, just stop with this.
Lawman, I'm at the end of my goddamn rope with you. I fucking told you not to push her. And you went and pushed her. I am gonna fucking...
Titus Hardy!
Success. Titus backs off. Fists down, everybody.
Everett personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all be in the shit. But you, Titus Hardy, are going to be buried. Am I understood?
I love that in the midst of all this, he really is just under her control. I mean, more so the law, I guess, but she's the one here who really can control him by trying to keep his own interests, but he really has no control here, not as much control as he thinks. And not only that, but like, she's straight up saying in front of us, like, yeah, you know that we look pretty guilty, so stop making us look guilty. Can't this be used as some kind of anything? Like, at least an establishing of, like, his character or something.
Someone has to rush in to break the tension. The second in command.
Look, Copper. We know that that fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him confessing to it on tape. Show it to him, T. What's the harm, right?
You mean you have a tape of him saying something that you might have made him say?
Here, jerkwad, listen to this shit. And then come back and tell me the soldier of the apocalypse was an innocent man.
Yeah, you were wearing a wire, Titus? I don't think that's your style.
This is their last play, this tape. Their story is in tatters, a mess. It might be nice to listen to, but at this point, you don't need to.
Yeah, what should I care about the tape?
You don't care about evidence. The fuck are you a cop for, then?
You don't even believe I'm a cop. Why would you give me actual evidence? Don't you guys vigilante this all yourselves?
Pigs, T. They don't care about getting the truth. They care about getting convictions. They are fucking keeping a score on their bulletin boards.
I won't be on your bulletin board. If you don't listen to the tape, we got nothing to talk about.
Alright, well, what's on this?
What's on it? We call it the door gun a mega mix. You'll know why. Won't you listen to it?
Now that is intriguing. You had me at door gunner.
Where'd you get this?
You think we go into this shit deaf and dumb? You RCM aren't the only ones who know how to bug people. There's no university degree for that.
Actually, there are a few. Crypto analyst, radio officer.
Yeah, you bugged them?
We have machines. We're in logistics. How do you think a harbor works? It's advanced stuff.
Understood? You've listened in on their communications. How long?
Since way before their chief started taking swing lessons.
Things got nice and quiet after that.
Alright, well, which one of you is doing this work?
It's not advanced. You just hold up in a coop all day, writing down what they say. It gets hot as hell in there.
Think I know who did it.
Don't put yourself down, Angus. It's important work.
Yeah, man. You're like a radio genius or something. Those notes are some in-depth stuff. Indexes and shit.
Where can I listen to this then?
I'm sure we can find a tape player.
Where can I listen to this? Why don't you try shoving it up your ass, genius?
True.
Yeah, play it with your ass, cocksucker.
Good one.
I'm sure we can find a tape player. It's not a problem.
Your room had one. Or maybe it's too broken.
Alright, well, that's it for now.
Don't forget your tape, lawman.
I'm taking
Compliments
it.
of Titus Hardy. You do that. Oh, and keep it. Maybe you'll need a reminder of human ugliness someday.
Alright. Interesting, interesting. All the layers are slowly healing back. Let us go talk to Measurehead, because it is way overdue that I finally do something about him. Do something to get to the harbor. Let me go this way. Faster. Also, let me buy some more meds. Improve my health situation. I only need 20 real anyways to book a room for the night, so I have a little bit of money to move around
A
with.
small cabinet on the wall is filled with various
Okay,
Get some
here.
of that.
I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Get a little of that.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better.
Okay,
Okay,
one more of each.
here. Okay, here. I
Yeah,
hope
yeah,
Saint
yeah,
Baptiste
I
makes
got
you
it.
feel.
Can't you say anything else? Does it have to be that every time? And then let me throw another save in there. I'm gonna need it. Alright. I hope it's fine that I'm just like using these things up willy-nilly, and there's not gonna be some moment where it's like, oh, I needed to save all that.
You stare at the great door gunner Megamix. If only you had a boombox.
I know somebody with a
would be able
boombox.
to play. The tape feels ominous. Upon it, the dead speak. Respect the tape.
Respect the tape. In Measurehead, I thought about it a little bit. Get a breakthrough. What is it?
The unpromising race pupil returns. And
After all that thinking, you could really just throw that at him. So that's just the only reason this racecraft soldiers really want us to do what they get all the money. You shot people with liver. It's free. Whatever you want it to be, it's free association like errors. I don't know about the Al Ghul. I can serve as a clerk in your administration. Maybe you need a cop.
everyone can see that. It has little to do with the race enigma.
Baby, don't be mean. Give him another.
Anything for you, babe.
What about this Al Ghul?
Fascinating. The Revacholian degenerate shows signs of racial self-reflection. How did you accomplish this little feat?
I imagine women laughing at me, humiliating me.
So it would seem, Throlaful. I find myself at a crossroads. On one hand, this pathetic self-therapy has little to do with the great mystery of living organisms, the race enigma. And, of course, you will not be able to free yourself from the yoke of rule. It is too late. It may be lethal to stop at this point, but still.
Your willpower fires up, directing you to speak.
If the Revacholian degenerate is capable of critical thought, he may still prove a race adversary. Why should I help my adversary?
Jean, baby. Do the heroic thing.
I mean, I will stop drinking.
That is not possible. The game of Shahmat you play against the rules tricks is unwinnable. The days, the weeks, the months will wear you out. The Occidental Haplogroup is incapable of long-term lucid thoughts.
You're wrong about that.
You will not. You cannot withstand the wasteland of realite.
It's super hard, Jean. My mom couldn't do it either.
Alright, can I go now? I need that body.
Very well. You may enter once. Our conversation here has concluded.
Enter once?
Well done. Let's go.
Can I just move past them now? What's the deal? How do I go? Where's the entrance? Is it this door? Oh, it is. Okay. Whoa, there's so much stuff here. Wow, I can't head back. Every worker is a member of the board. Demand democracy. Right to work. Coffee. Another postcard. What's in here?
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
It is, Kim.
Let's see what's inside, he thinks. The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders. Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. Two kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmara. And the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol. Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold.
What else?
It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry.
Come on, I know it's boring, but look at the numbers.
Whatever's hidden here is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really make sense of it.
Accountant, you say?
However, there is a little handwritten note stuck on the side of the drawer.
It's what is it? Just a bunch of invoices? It can't be debits and credits. Come on.
It appears to be a to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters.
I need to be interviewed by the CIA to understand the numbers.
Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everart's plants, sweep office floor, more banners. All items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled.
Hey, look at this shit, Kim.
Everard Clare, probably. The head of the Debarders Union. One of his aides must have left it. Nothing incriminating here.
The special borscht seems a bit odd in the list.
Yeah, but what about this?
Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everart's plants, sweep office floor, more banners. All items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled. The drawer slides shut smoothly.
There you go. Oh yeah, it was just this. This is telling me I got a new thought about Al Ghul. Okay. What is this?
The front of this quarterly journal features a large satirical portrait of the late King Friesel. From the sides of his head, a pair of white antlers spread to the corners of the cover.
This a meme comic? It's a political political cartoon or something?
Because Friesel was incompetent, foolish, and cruel. In short, the embodiment of everything the communards wished to overthrow. It's satire, you see.
Right.
To your disappointment, there aren't any full-color pictures to direct your attention. Just column after column of closely set text, interrupted occasionally by little doodles in black and white.
I'm not trying to read copy pasta.
After rifling the pages with your thumb several times, you return to the table of contents. The magazine is divided into several sections. International developments, Kunst und Kultur, and local concerns. Just inside the cover, there's also an editor's note. Comrade, as you know, this journal takes its name from Mazov's immortal expression, Du cristal à la fumée. This was his way of describing the way the rigid, crystalline structures of capitalist ideology turn to smoke under communism. But, like the structures of capitalist ideology, we too are at risk of going à la fumée, unlike many publications which are content to spoon-feed their readers reassuring drivel. La Fumée is committed to telling the radical truth, even when that truth may drive away potential subscribers. Only 4 issues in, and it sounds like they've already alienated their readership.
These guys posted 4 comics. They got the comments, the responses. Everyone's like, what are you doing? This is awful. We hate this. I ain't buying this no more. And they already had to issue an apology.
So please, If you value our radical Mazovian perspective on contemporary politics, culture, and international affairs, please consider subscribing today. Yours in struggle, the editors.
Kim, look at this.
What do you expect? It was laying around the office of the Debarders Union. They're probably bankrolling the thing.
Yeah, they're the whales. Yeah, exactly. They're sending the editors like, come on, you gotta smash that like, you gotta comment.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
Wait, so this is just gonna be a bunch of nonsense,
It takes a moment, but gradually it dawns on you that Kunst und Kultur must mean arts and culture. Why they decided to title this one section in Valda is beyond you. It evokes a sense of recognition and fellowship among those privileged enough to understand. As you leaf through this section, you come across several reviews of recent radio plays, as well as a brief artist spotlight featuring a local artist identified only as CS. The main feature, though, is a long essay titled Tip Top Tournée, a critical Mazovian perspective.
This book kind of
You
sounds
flip
kind of
back
dull.
to the front of the magazine. The table of...
I'm gonna put this away for now. I'll read some more about this satirical magazine later that's not afraid to tell the truth. Oh, more magnesium. New shades? What did these get me? Plus visual calculus and -1 drama. Perfect. I don't need it. Have I gotten any dramatic prompts? I don't think I've gotten any. It might have been like 1 or 2, I think.
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, tokens unavailable due to strike. Use change.
Okay. I'm not gonna put money in a payphone. Who am I gonna call? Clock in. Put my 10 cents in and I've clocked in. Put my 10 cents out and I've clocked. This is where I would have ended up if I made the jump. Man. I got my coat back.
The tarpaulin cloak is still hanging on the railing. The white rectangle of the Revachol Citizens Militia is clearly visible on its back. As your fingers touch the tarpaulin, it almost feels like the cloak wants to deliver a message of comfort through your fingertips. I will shield you from the elements and give my life for yours. That's what the cloak is relaying.
Give my life for yours. Is it lined with bulletproof lining? Tactical. One for night, one for day. Hell yeah. I'm surprised Kim didn't have anything to say about the fact that I got my coat back. That was what that bubble was this whole time. It just wanted to say collecting rainwater. Oh, hold on. Now I gotta find somebody who's actually gonna help me with this body that I gotta take down.
All those empty wine bottles and cigarette butts on the ground. Someone partied really, really hard here.
On the floor? Up against the wall?
Well, they went through 6 bottles of potent Pilsner, 3 bottles of Commodore Red, and almost 4 packs of cigarettes. It must have been pretty hard.
Is this me?
Well, yes, I think we can say with relative confidence that it was you.
Oh, right, because my jacket was back there. Yeah, I must have been miserable.
Yes, this scene isn't exactly ripping with joy. Let's just move on.
Wait, do I have my bag equipped? Can I recycle these? Yeah, I can. Hobo cop. What's that bubble? Wild Pines. Hold on. What is this? Just a little room, someone in it.
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, René Arnaud.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table.
Yeah, why not? Let's take it.
It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man, René, is dressed in a Royal Carabinier uniform. The girl is young and very pretty. She is smiling playfully at the camera. René looks like he's about to smile. This photo must be tied to some good memories.
Why did you take that picture of René?
I don't know, I just collect stuff.
Fine. But let's move. I don't want to be seen snooping around here.
Alright, Kim. You got it. Now we got a picture. Let's go investigate this bubble. Does he just not want us to be seen like snooping in the booth? Or does he not want us to be seen in the harbor at all? Is that a ship? What is this? Wait. Big red button. Press it.
A rusting control panel with several knobs.
Push the button.
2 buttons marked Marche and Arrête are faded with use. It seems to control the large crane above. A container is attached to its hook block.
It's like that sweating person meme with the 2 buttons. Oh god, Marche and Arrête. What do I do?
Marche. On. Arrête. Off.
I mean, I don't mess with these buttons yet. I'll press them when I actually know which one I want. If I want on or off. Hey, 70 cents. 70 cents. Maybe it's because I'm holding tab that it freaks out when I want to press the button. Ooh, a blue box. I've never seen that, I don't think. Does that mean it's locked? Is that why that's blue? I think it was, but I have this crowbar equipped, so maybe it just opened it without me having to actually switch anything out. I don't think I've had any prompts for half-light or any checks with half-light, so I'll just leave my interface and gloves on. Although, there you go, that's the whatever that fallacy or that like philosophy thing is, where if some bet keeps hitting like heads, you bet heads again or tails. I haven't seen any half-light. Should I just keep it? Should I wear them? Because maybe I'll run into half-light, or just keep my interfacing on. We'll see. That's coffee. Who's this guy? Looking like a Chad up here. This man has a taxidermied fish, like a fern. What is that? It's like a fishing pole. He's just over here on his typewriter, just killing it. Look at him. Got his coffee and everything. Hello,
Before
sir.
you is a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you.
What is it? Oh, it's Everard.
With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you.
Is he staring at me? He's got one eye kind of staring at something else too.
A typical power play. Wait for him to speak first. Show him you've got a backbone.
Sure.
The one good eye of this man fills you up without even flickering. The other, his lazy eye, is constantly moving like a goldfish in a tank.
Like a chameleon?
Grotesquely magnified by his +6 glasses.
God.
For a moment, you don't know where to look. It is unbearably humid in the trailer. Beads of sweat slide down the man's forehead.
Oh, it's not weird. Keep staring.
At first, nothing happens. His face wears a wide and self-satisfied smile. Every now and then, he smacks his big lips. Like a general over his maps, he plots his moves. Judging by the way he's licking his chops, it's going to be a good one.
So...
There you go.
Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi, how nice that you found a
Dubois?
moment to pay a visit to the Debardairs Union. I'm Everard Clare, head of this little operation here. Please, have a seat.
My Harry Dubois? Is that my name?
The folding chair looks like a torture device. Extremely uncomfortable.
You go ahead, detective.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
Why are you calling me Dubois?
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner, as equals. Take a seat. I insist.
As equals? What? This is like the first thing you learn in those psychology videos about like interrogations. This man is sitting there in a big, comfy, luxury office chair, swiveling, and he's gonna give me the crappy little plastic fold-up chair. This is not equals. And he's like towering over us too, like in the pharmacy, because he's like high up above you.
It's nothing. Yes, that's probably right. It's nothing. Forget about it. Filter it out. He's trying to throw you off your game with this Dubois nonsense. Don't give him the pleasure.
I mean, I'll sit. Kim told me I should sit, so.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another. So tell me, how can the head of the Debardairs Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
By the way, is this office just in a giant shipping container?
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside.
Yeah, there's no lumbar support on that. Not exactly ergonomic.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say. This should take care of that nonsense. It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
Hey, that's 25 real. That's good money. Think of all the stuff you could.
You know Gart?
Yes, I know Lawrence. He's a real character. No union man in him. A real piece of work, that boy is.
With a grin, he points to the checker game. It's like you're on a game show. At least don't thank him for it.
It's not Half-Light, but look, I got the drama prompt after I was talking about it. Alright. I guess I'll thank him.
Don't mention it. But also, don't forget it. I'm just kidding, of course.
Is this man like, is he like Hannibal Lecter where he needs like courtesy for the whole conversation?
Is he?
Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun.
Oh boy.
Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun, lost gun. The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only two words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun.
There's the Half-Light. Yeah, how do you know?
I know everything, Harry. Right now,
Harry
I know
Dubois.
that you're worried. Don't be worried.
Right.
Everything's going to be all right. It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
Yeah, Kim, help me out.
Officer, we will deal with this later. We don't need Mr. Clare's help with this.
I wouldn't be
Thank
so
you, Kim.
sure about that.
God, you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you? You're about to cry because you lost your gun and those children are gonna shoot themselves with it.
Please no.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
What is this, Mr. Dubois, he keeps repeating? What is he trying to pull here? You need to cool the fuck down. Chill.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry!
While Everard is distracted by your odd behavior, the lieutenant's eyes are mapping everything around you. The folder, desk, papers on the wall.
Good, thank you, Kim.
Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something? Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
Maybe you could use your hands somehow, in a kind of throw-in motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois.
What? What is it? If I saw somebody do that in a meeting, what good does that do? What?
Don't be dramatic. I can see your condition isn't terminal.
What an odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time. And I'm an extremely busy man, as I'm sure you are too.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Yes, Kim.
Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions. Police officer questions. It is about time to stop embarrassing yourself. Questions will help you regain some of your lost dignity.
Yeah, we need to ask about cop stuff. I want to talk about the hanging.
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to discuss it with you. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me.
What?
But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines, incredibly talented at opening doors.
You've heard wrong. You should have seen my issues with Measurehead to try to get this door open.
Oh, you're being too modest, my friend. But don't worry. This annoying thing I have is completely legal. I just need you to open a door.
The stars aligned into a cosmic frown here. He has your fate decided. Bide your time, however, and let the stars continue their course, and that frown shall turn into a smile. Only if you play along.
Just keep wasting time. Let's wait until Mars is in retrograde and the moon is in Taurus. I bet you don't even know about the hanging.
Harry, my dear friend, I am what people call a local bigwig. I know everything that goes on in Martinez.
If you're such a bigwig, why don't you do it?
Harry, I'm a very busy man, and more importantly, I don't have that extraordinary physique you do. You look like you could run around all day.
What about that giant dude you got watching the button?
You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you.
I repeat, I'm a very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi, and therefore I must occasionally enlist outside help. So what will it be, Harry?
Whose door?
Oh, no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about.
Didn't Inland Empire tell me to play along? Let the stars continue their course. Only if you play along. Yes. Wait, what do you mean by weasel?
A loud blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly. Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you.
All right.
Fantastic, my friend. Just
Sorry,
let me
Ken.
know when it's
We gotta
done and
keep
we can take our friendship to the next level.
Going on these wild goose chases.
You can get the key from Manana. He's down by the gates. Manana's like a free agent in the Union. Special operations. Hardened socialist. A real free thinker, too. He'll tell you precisely where the door is. One last thing, Harry. Just open the door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door.
Can I ask him more stuff, or is he just gonna keep being like, go do this? Help me get a dead
You
body
might
down?
have noticed there's one hanging on a tree behind the hostel cafeteria.
Oh my. Don't take this question personally, but why would I get involved in this matter?
Mr. Clare, the man was hanged with a cargo belt, a steel-reinforced cargo belt. It's safe to assume the Union had something to do with the murder. Besides, getting the body down would benefit all of us. It's a stain on the neighborhood.
I can certainly see how having him up there might start affecting some real estate values.
Of course, that's where his mind went.
But of course, all joking aside, I am going to help you.
Oh, thank God.
Jean-Luc, my boy, I'm sending 2 police officers down. They have a dead body in a tree problem they need help with. Namely, they need it to be taken down. And, Jean, please take it easy with the race science. He's had enough of that.
Oh, that guy?
You can find Jean-Luc down at the gates, but you already knew that. Anyway, he's going to help you.
Why are you calling me Dubois?
Of course. Let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me Everard, I call you Harry.
That's what the hanged corpse called you. Harry.
It's my
My
name.
God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you? What are the odds of that?
Amnesia.
I think the odds of that are very low.
Yeah, my
I
memory's
assure
hazy.
you, there's nothing to be ashamed of, Harry. You're among friends, and the good news is, I have a big fat folder on you, Harry. I'm sure you have a lot of questions to ask. Maybe I can help you out. I'm sure you had some concerns you thought I might be able to address. And you were probably right. I can.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are talking about his lost identity right now.
Okay, what's my full name?
It's Harry. Harry Dubois.
You feel like a Dubois, but you don't feel like a Harry. Strange.
Let me go with that.
Sure, okay. You're Harold. Harmon. Haroldamus? But that's not what the record says. The record says Harry Dubois, a real man's name. Mr. Kitsuragi doesn't seem even slightly empathetic to your memory loss, Harry. I, however, wish to help you any way I can.
You know where I live?
But of course, Harry. Your precinct is the 41st and you live in Jamrock. You're a Jamrock boy. A long way from home, but that's okay.
Do I have family?
Family? Harry, you're not a family man. There's not one peep of family in here. Unless you think you're a family man. Do you strike yourself as a family man, Harry?
I think I do.
Well, yes. I'm sure you're going to make one little boy or a girl very happy and proud one day, Harry.
What kind of cop does your folder say I am?
Well, Harry, if I were to sum you up in one word, it would be apologetic.
Apologetic?
Well, you sure come off as very confident in all our interactions, Harry. You're a real man's man.
Where'd you get that?
Ah, this? My friends in your organization gave it to me, Harry.
I find that very suspicious. May I have a look?
I'm afraid this is meant for Union eyes only, Mr. Kitsuragi. I'm sure you understand. Please continue, Harry.
Let's talk about
Of
something else
course,
for a
Harry,
bit.
of course. Let's not linger on personal details and amnesia. You wanted something from me.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave now.
Wait.
But we'll talk later.
You need this to get in and out through the gate.
Great.
Here, you're one of us now. A real red and white Union man. Take care, Harry.
Oh, I have an internalized thought. The Kingdom of Conscience. Ooh, cool tiger.
The Kingdom of Conscience will be exactly as it is now. Moralists don't really have beliefs. Sometimes they stumble on one, like on a child's toy left on the carpet. The toy must be put away immediately, and the child reprimanded. Centrism isn't change, not even incremental change. It is control over yourself and the world. Exercise it. Look up at the sky, at the dark shapes of the coalition airships hanging there. Ask yourself, is there something sinister in moralism? And then answer, no. God is in his heaven. Everything is normal on Earth.
All right. Wasteland of Reality. I do want to check that out, but maybe later. I will keep internalizing some of that. Giant novelty check. Alright, I do want to... Wait, okay. I do want to keep talking to him. I want to check if I have drama clothes. Real quick. I have something for drama. We're just talking about it. I have -1 drama? Is it from the glasses? It's from the glasses. Something tells me I'm not gonna get any better drama though. I want to keep this blazer if this does the same but better. Let me try to speak to him with this getup on.
Mr. Dubois, a pleasure as always. You don't have to sit down. Let's hear it, Harry.
Everard's large hands are covering the folder, but the look on his face says, I know everything about you, Harry.
I've got nothing to hide.
Harry. Oh, wow. This is really something.
I'm sure it's not that bad. At worst, he has an old RCM folder, and I very much doubt even that.
Right.
So how about it, Harry? You need assist. Of course, Harry, of course. Let's not linger on personal details and amnesia.
Aren't you gonna ask me how I got in?
From me? Honestly, I didn't want to bring it up, Harry. I heard you have become Measurehead's race pupil.
Yeah, it's just a tactic. Come on.
Of course, Harry, of course. You're not some kind of a fantastic racist now. And rest assured, no one's gonna hear about it. No one's gonna know what you did with race there, Harry. Your race bonanza is safe with me. Word of how racy it got will never leave Martinez.
That's this guy gotta repeat everything all the time.
Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it.
So about my
Yes, your lost gun. My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every playground, asking kids, grandmas, everyone. Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. It's just a matter of time and effort.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage. Who knows? Only one thing is certain. If you work with him, you're going to get it back. And working with him might be the only way to do it.
Right, so does this mean you Need me to do stuff for my gun?
Damn it, Harry. That's exactly what it means. I'm only kidding, of course.
Of course. I understand. We help you, you help us.
I met Joyce.
Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. I'm very, very busy, you see. I hope you're getting along.
What are you busy with?
One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union versus corporation situation. Everyone is just pals here.
Sure about that?
We're all trying to do what's best for Martinez here. Don't feel like you can't cooperate with her, because you and I are such good friends, and I'm helping you get that nasty body down from the tree. And with finding your lost gun. I'm not a jealous guy.
Whoa, that's so nice of him. Suspiciously nice.
You sure?
I'm just a nice guy, Harry. I wouldn't be where I am now if I wasn't nice. Politics is all about emotions, and I want you to have positive emotions when you think of me.
Positive vibes only. What happened to the last negotiator?
What do you mean, Harry? Nothing. I let him go.
How would you let an ally go?
He's an old man, Harry. I wanted him to spend more time with his family. God knows how long he's got left.
We know what you called him.
Harry, I have little people in my organization. I would never call someone a midget. What is this? Honestly, I'm beginning to think you're a midget, Harry. I'm only kidding, Harry. You're not a midget. No one is. We're pals.
What?
Vanished? Harry, the woman left her casserole in the oven and couldn't make it here in time for the voting. Oh, did I leave my casserole on? Better go home and check. The election can wait. When she got back, the whole thing was over.
Wait, there was no mention of a casserole from Joyce.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Harry. Do not fixate on this little matter. Maybe it was a rabbit stew, or a hairdryer, or an iron. The point is, her heart wasn't in it. Mine was.
That much is true. His heart truly is in it, though you wouldn't think so by looking at him. If it's spilled blood you're looking for, then there certainly isn't any in his expression or demeanor now.
Yes. Low-balling, of course. This isn't a casino, Harry. Real people, real livelihoods are at stake here. But everything's a casino for those rich types.
His expression makes it clear. This is childish and irresponsible behavior.
Haven't you let her in?
If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Any good negotiator would. And I just don't have anything to discuss with a bad negotiator.
He doesn't want to see her.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
Enough with this nonsense.
Of course, Harry. Let me just assure you one more time. It's perfectly okay to share anything we discuss here with this Joyce. This is a completely transparent organization. I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy. Just remember, none of this is secret. Tell her about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping you find your lost gun. Tell her about everything. Everett doesn't mind.
It is rather interesting to tell people things about each other, isn't it? It was nice telling him about her right now.
This guy's way too, I mean, obviously there's something skeevy about this guy, but he's way too transparent and open. He's hiding way too much. Something big. Told there's something going on about a drug trade.
What? Harry, how could you say that to me? You know I appreciate a joke as much as any Johnny Fat guy, but I can't take slander. Are you actually investigating this?
Yes.
You've hurt me, Harry. Me, a friend. But you know what?
I have nothing to hide. We're transparent.
I trust you, like I trust all my friends. And I know you'll never talk to me about this again, because you don't want to wound me. So do what you want, and let's change the subject.
Thank you for your understanding. We will continue to do what we must.
You too, Lieutenant. You know, I like you. but you never were my favorite. I'm a Harry guy. I'm Team Harry.
None taken. Did we have anything else to do here, Harry?
I don't think so.
See you soon, Debardeur. Just kidding, but not too much.
All right. We got a lot of interesting stuff out of this guy's conversation. Did we even? No, we didn't. He just told us to go do stuff for him. But he apparently knows a lot more about us. So hopefully I get to learn a little bit more about myself. And I'm gonna finally have someone help me take down the body with Measurehead, now that I've internalized his theory. But I'll get Measurehead's help on the next one. Hope you enjoyed.